us, in particular our military, are not going to sit down if push comes to shove, shall we say. And I think, we get some more bombings like what you're seeing in Europe. I think the collective awareness is going to come up, and people are going to start really questioning what exactly is going on with this whole situation. Americans are not. I was fortunate enough to live over in Asia and spend a lot of time in Europe, and Americans are truly different in this area. Asians and Europeans will just lay right down, but I think the Americans, we have plenty of Americans that are going to step up if push comes to shove. And unfortunately, I fear that we're going to have more things like Fort Hood, as Mr. Obama said, workplace violence. I'm sure that's what he's going to call the Paris thing. They don't even want to call it terrorism already. But if that can be said as positive, that when bad things unfortunately are going to happen, I think there's a lot of us who are going to stand up. I'd be curious to hear Usama's comment on that. And again, welcome back, Ken, and have a great 2015.
All right, thanks. You too, my friend.
Well, my dear brothers, the problem is Muslim will not be doing this dirty work in America, but maybe 15 years from now when they have the upper hand, and I think it's going to be too late. But add to that, watch Fox News tonight when they're going to be talking about this bombing. I'm telling you, I have no idea what's going to happen. But watch it tonight and tomorrow. They will bring some Muslim imam from CARE who will have a sincere heart.
He'll condemn the bombing.
A good face with tears. Sometimes you see this Muslim imam when they speak on Fox News. If you look close under their eyes, you'll see tears dropping from both eyes, not just one eye.
That's the
both
stress.
Eyes.
That's the stress of holding all those lies.
And they will tell you, Islam has been kidnapped. Not kidnapped. What do you call this?
Hijacked.
Islam has been hijacked.
Hijacking.
And Islam is a loving, peaceful religion, and we condemn what happened in Paris.
As they fund it and support
Absolutely.
it.
Yeah. So get ready for it, because the wicked liberal media in America will not read a verse from the Quran. They will not read a verse from the Quran. It is 14 years since September 11 until today. We're in our 14 years. And until today, we have not got one man like this brother who have us in his studio, who have the guts to read this Quran for the American people. But they will have the guts to bring a Muslim imam who is sincere heart, apologize to the American people and tells them that that have nothing to do with Islam. And by the way, I don't take this hour or this 2 hour for granted. When I sit in a studio with an American hero, I call every man who will ever have me in his building nothing but a hero. This brother who have me in his studio right now to talk with you and give me the liberty to speak and say whatever I want is no less than those who died in Iraq and Afghanistan and his ancestors who died in America. I am so thankful for godly men like this brother. And I do not know if you're taking it for granted, because here is Usama was on a radio show. There are plenty of radio stations and TV stations, including Christian ones in America, who will not have me because they're a bunch of cowards. That's all.
And thank you very much for the compliment. Don't know whether I deserve it or not, but
It is
nonetheless,
true,
it is
brother. It is
10:51. And I got to take a break, and we'll be right back with more and a wrap-up here on News Radio 1580 WCCF. News Radio 1580 WCCF. This is Charlotte County Speaks. 10:54 is the time. Phone lines open for the last few minutes. 941-206-1580. Toll free 888-441-1580. Now, Usama, you have translated the Quran, and you've also made it easy for people to read it and reference it. How do people get a hold of
It's
that?
very simple. You go to our website, thestraightway.org. That is the or the, which is spelled T-H-E, thestraightway.org. And you download yourself a copy of the Quran. And we have our new book, Exposing the Truth About the Quran, The Revelation of Error, 2 volumes, 832 pages. It will literally blow up the whole idea that the Quran is a miracle. It's a book full of error, front and back. And we also have lots of DVDs, and we have lots of TV programs and radio programs. We have over 715 radio programs. They are 28 minutes. It's half-hour program. And we welcome anybody, if every radio station in all over this country. We're only right now on almost maybe 140 radio station in America, but we need this number to grow even more and more. I want to hit the thousands. It's a half-hour program. We will upload them in your computer for free. Half-hour program, which is called Revealing the Truth About Islam. We cover lots of materials on this 700. Imagine have me for 700 half hour. I don't know how much you're going to learn. You're going to learn more than what you can have in this last 2 hours. So go to our website, thestraightway.org, thestraightway.org, and download the Quran. Or you can get it on paper, of course. You don't have to have it as an ebook. And let's educate ourselves.
Indeed, indeed. 206-1580, toll free, 888-441-1580. So, Tina, what's next in trying to figure out what's going on with the textbooks here?
We really do not know, honestly, because we're just kind of going through what the school district has led us to. We are, like I said before, going to meet on January 15th. Every textbook committee member has received a copy of our challenges for 2 separate textbooks. And I'm assuming that they've had the opportunity to review those and go through the textbooks and do their own research. Obviously, we've continued to do research, and we continue to find more and more that we have just missed throughout the backs of the textbooks. You look at one area, it's very easy to identify the Islamic chapter. It's titled Islam, and it's 23 pages.
Or just somebody go in the back and the index and look for the word Islam, the word Muslim, the word Allah, or the word God. Sadly, they put it capital G-O-D for Allah. Satan is Allah now. Amazing. Satan is God, I mean. And they look for the word Muhammad, and you'll find it. It's very easy. I know it's amazing when you hold these books that are like 1,000 page, 1,100 page. So save your time. Don't read the whole book. Just go look for these specific words, and you'll find all what's written in this textbook.
Yes. Oh, so ultimately, I don't know how the discussion is going to go. I would like to have members of the community there to support truth in education, and I think every single person in our school district should identify with that statement, that they should all want truth in education. So we're gonna have to figure out what that is, and determine what we're gonna do from there. I don't know.
And Tina, challenge them. You want to teach this book? That's fine. We need to add the Quran to it. Why? Because nothing in this book mention a verse about the Quran, and we need to open the Quran to see if what is written in this book is true. I promise you, the Muslim will beg you, please, we need to remove this material about Islam from the textbook. I promise you. I know for a fact. It's how you want to stop it. Stop it right.
Well, and you know the solution for questions is not less speech, but more, more discussion, more supporting documents. What I like is that in our education system, we teach our children to back up your source, use your sources, back up your argument. And I find it odd that there's not a lot of primary resource documentation in this book. And what there is very limited and very vague. So you can't go through something this intricate in religion and then just go and drop it and walk away from it and expect the child to not have more questions.
Indeed. Well, again, thestraightway.org, thestraightway.org. Log on, check it out, and download your ebook.
If you want to hear me Sunday night, it's First Baptist Church, Venice, Florida. First Baptist Church on 312 Miami Avenue. And
don't forget Monday.